Online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet,
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the Coppel Chevrolet GMC studios. Here is your host, Derek Pearson. Presented by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is, in fact, a happy Monday. I want to thank the folks from Beatrice Bakery for making this hour of sports radio happen, allowing us to do what we do. I've got some exciting news as well from this weekend, and we have some new projects that are pending. And I think you guys will be thrilled about them. Let me just ask you this. What if I said there was another volleyball show? All right? So another volleyball show. Who's the most popular Husker on the volleyball team? There you go. In your mind. And you can't be wrong because there's several, right? So remember, we have Kenzie and Nicklin. Nicklin is extremely popular.
We would already have, in my mind, maybe two of the most popular ones. At least two of the top 5 most popular ones.
Mm-hmm.
I would go Lexi Rodriguez, Kayleigh, Maddie. Probably the top 5.
Right.
Maybe. I'm just trying to run through everybody right now. Yeah.
So tomorrow,
I would say those are the ones that,
tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we have who I believe it's her first appearance on, certainly her first appearance on my show.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure it's her first appearance on the station.
That could be any of the 3 I just named. So it's definitely not them.
So
That's literally
I'll
anybody on the team that isn't Nicklin, Kenzie, or
Maddie's been on because she was on at the expo.
What? Oh, she was. Okay, so Maddie's been on.
She's been on.
Ani was on the first show with Nicklin.
Baden Horse was on.
Both of the star freshmen called in.
Whitney's been on. So we'll talk about that. But tomorrow,
okay,
we'll have a special guest tomorrow.
Tomorrow on this show?
On this show. Show. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
Call in, or are they coming in?
They're coming in.
Okay.
Yeah. Coming in.
I gotta wear my Tuesday best.
I have to tell you, Kayla Caffey. We're also working with her to get her in here. She is just fire. She's fire.
She seems amazing.
Yeah. Like it was pretty cool to see them engage, and then the way that they engage with fans, and the way that they handle the room. We just got some pictures, and if anybody was there Thursday or Friday and got pictures, please let me know. I just got some sent to my email. Wow. We got some work to do. There's some pretty cool pictures. Well, there it is. There are some pretty cool pictures. Okay, we got some stuff to do. Well done. Well done. I feel better now. Dave from Tanner's is sending pictures. And
shout out Dave from Tanner's.
Well done. Yeah, he hooked it up. You missed out, Rico. I have to tell you. I know you had stuff going on, but you missed out.
Yeah, I had to help clean up and get prepared because Rachel's out of town this week again. So
I just wanted to.
Me and the kiddos.
Good luck with that.
Be a blast. I wanted to go. I almost forgot that she was leaving, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to go to softball against Creighton on Tuesday?" And she goes, "I'm going to be in Philly." And I go, "Oh." She goes, "You could take the kids," and I go, "No." I'm not gonna try and chase around a 2.5-year-old while holding a 6-month-old, almost 7-month-old.
What
He's
they
old.
wouldn't behave at?
No,
No.
Ellie would try to run on the field. She would want to play. We're working on her swing. I think she's
Did you?
I think she's
you
a
get her to
lefty.
stand?
No, not yet. She wants me to throw things at her so she can swing at them, but she doesn't know how to stand or swing. So she just misses it completely and goes, so close. And I'm like, you know what? You are. Because we do that. We have a little basketball hoop and she throws it. And first she would get frustrated if she would miss. And I go, hey, you just gotta grab it and keep trying. And she, okay. So we're working on that. I think she's a lefty swinging the bat. So Rachel's going to teach her how to swing a bat because she actually played softball. I'm not going to even try to help with that. But neither one of us swing lefty. So
you know that there are people who
we're going to need some
teach her.
assistance.
Yeah, you actually know people who
I know
baseball who could probably help you.
Hey, like I said, Rachel played softball. She knows. She's got this. But we need somebody who's a lefty.
No, go ahead. Just
we need someone who's a lefty.
Go ahead, Rico. That's fine.
It's all right.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go.
Only switch hit Division 1. But hey, go ahead.
I'm gonna go talk to the softball team.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go talk to the softball team and just lend her to
them
them for like a week.
Only hit 312 left-handed. Go ahead.
Hey.
But hell, you do you.
Yeah,
you do you.
I'm gonna do what I got to do.
Yeah, hey, he only hit 312 left-handed. That's just
who's that?
Yeah, that's all I'm
He didn't
saying.
swing left-handed. I know he didn't hit 312.
He actually did. Oh, Nick? No,
yeah,
no,
that's what I'm saying.
Nick has the same numbers.
I know it wasn't Nick.
Nick has the same numbers. They're just rearranged differently. The 3 isn't
21.
The 3 isn't
Oh,
first.
the 3 isn't first. Got it.
The 3 isn't first.
Okay. 231. That's respectable.
Is it?
That's better than me.
Is it? Is it? It's all there.
Better than me.
Yikes. That's fantastic. So yeah.
She's gonna be great. I just need to get the stand for her.
Just the idea of all of that.
She likes to throw things as well, so it's great.
You wonder where she gets that from.
Not me. I just ran. I didn't throw things.
Oh, spectacular. We are, let's see, we're 3 weeks from USFL, 2 weeks from spring game, and 1 week from WrestleMania.
There's a lot going on.
Right? Like, this is supposed to be the quiet time. You get the Final Four this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Men's and women's. Can you check, are the women starting the day before the men or the day after the men?
Yes.
So the men play Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And in some years, the women have played Friday and Sunday, and the men play Saturday and Monday. But I have a sneaky suspicion that the women are going to play Sunday and Tuesday.
The women's Final Four starts on Friday.
So it's Friday. So
April
they get
1st.
And their games, this is what's always been funny. The Friday games have all been like super spectacular buzzer beater,
Mm-hmm.
Last play sort of deals for the women, and then the men have to go and follow. And you go, okay,
Have fun.
Try.
We still gotta find 2 teams.
Well, so Michigan and Louisville. Now the young lady from Louisville is in that Caitlin Clark, Naz Hillman level of basketball universe. I mean, she's that good. And she's been
Van Lith.
Yeah,
Leaf?
Van Leith is the reason why. Now they're deep. Louisville's got like 8 people that they run out, 9 people that they run out.
5'7" sophomore from Wenatchee, Washington.
Yeah, she can go. They're still mad that she got out of state or got out of the area.
Yeah.
Oregon thought they were going to get her, and she was like, "Nope, deuces,
Bye."
But so what? I mean, does Michigan hold fort for Big Ten? Is this? Are they good enough to beat the legitimate 1 seed in Louisville?
They're definitely good enough, but it's
Naz, right?
Which
Naz and
Michigan do you get?
it's Leah Brown. It's like we
Do you get the Michigan that's shown up in this tournament? Do you get the Michigan that Nebraska beat twice this season? The Michigan that Nebraska smoked at PBA? Do you get the Michigan that allowed Iowa to score 104 points against them in February? Like, or do you get good Michigan with Naz Hillman getting the ball and creating her shot and just dominating in the paint?
Yeah.
Leah Brown taking shots from who knows where and, creating her own shot and setting people up for success.
Yeah. I think, and again, it's good for Monday night. For this one that they've kind of extended it. I was surprised, like I said, that they decided to spend some of those games the same day as the men, because I thought they wanted their own day. But it's moved nicely. And then look, NC State is loaded now. Look, they were taken to the brink Saturday. Like it took a come from behind, late come from behind with a steal at half court and finish, just for them to advance and get rid of. Look, shout out to North Dakota, right? South
Dakota played
South Dakota.
UConn.
No, that's the joke. Is that only because I know that Nicole Griffin is listening, and I'll get in trouble for it.
She loves her Yotes.
She should. She should be proud of them. Both the Yotes and Creighton. I mean, they had great runs. They just ran into
buzzsaws.
They just ran into that.
I mean,
team.
Creighton ran into South Carolina. That's just
like they did that to everybody. Right? They did that to everybody not named Stanford.
At least you scored more than 4 points.
Yeah, which is good. But okay, so UConn, so Gino Auriemma and his UConn team back in the Final Four, at least currently in the Final Six.
Remember when this was a down year for UConn?
This is a down year, but because they're not going to make Final Four.
They might.
They're not going to beat. They're not going to beat NC State.
They might.
Is that what you're taking? Is that what you're leaning on?
I'm not.
Don't give me might. Don't give me might. You willing to step on? Are you willing to step on?
I'm not going to bet against Gino Auriemma and UConn putting up a really good fight.
Oh, I expect it to be a good fight. I mean, the game, the tournament has been that. It's been.
And if NC State uncharacteristically misses 3 more shots than they normally do, it's going to take. UConn is not going to beat NC State. NC State is going to lose
NC
this
State's
game.
32-3. UConn's 28-5.
Yeah, like NC State's not going to lose this game. UConn needs to win this game, if that makes sense.
Is Paige the best player on the floor? Is what?
I mean, she's coming off that injury. I don't.
Well, because I think this plays a part of it, right? Like I think this plays a vital part.
How much she play? I mean, she played 33 minutes against Indiana.
So, she good?
7 of 17, 1 of 5 from 3, 15 points.
I mean, because it was early in the season that we didn't. I mean, nobody really thought that anybody was better in the country.
No, it was UConn. It was say hello to a championship game as long as they're on opposite sides of the bracket to South Carolina and UConn.
Right.
That was what it was going to be. And then Paige Beckers went down, and UConn kind of had some uncharacteristic losses earlier in the season, and people are like, "Oh, this is going to be a bad year." And then they flipped the script. They only lost 5 games, but 5 games for UConn is a lot.
Well, and to say that this is NC State's first Final Four appearance since Kay Yow.
Okay.
Like this is new deep water for them. This is familiar water for UConn. This is new water. I'm trying to see who it was that, like, this team lost to Georgia. They lost to NC State. I mean, they lost to South Carolina. They lost to Notre Dame.
NC State just beat Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm. But they're on a run. NC State's on a run. Like they've gone through it. So I think it'll be interesting. Like I said, it's just it's the way they line up. I thought for a round of 6 game, the matchups are highlighted.
Oh yeah.
Right? That they got great storylines. You got great coaching stories. You got 4 of the best players in the country, legitimately 4 of the best players in the country, and we still haven't talked about South Carolina. So,
fourth game of the season, South Carolina took it to UConn 73-57.
and then South Carolina and Stanford. And Stanford's length, look, man, that looks like if you could draw up the perfect Stanford team, that's what it looks like. Like that's what this team looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, well, Kent says for all this North Carolina State talk, UConn is favored by 4. Well, you've got your player back. You got somebody that was considered player of the year candidate early on, and NC State hasn't been there since '98. Like
it's been a hot minute,
right? So UConn is familiar, but that's part of the joy for me is that a higher seed will go into a round of 6 game and be an underdog.
Mm-hmm.
Like bravo, bravo. Rico says the text line. Did you like your bobblehead from the baseball game? Seriously, what's wrong with Husker baseball?
I did like my bobblehead, although so it has a little bat that's supposed to go in his hand. Be careful. I brought one for you.
Thank you.
Be careful because it doesn't just slide right into his hand, and it broke his hand. But luckily, we have some. Not that one, the one that I have in my house.
Is there super glue?
Yeah, we have some super glue.
That's why you handle it.
Yeah. So we glued his hand back on. We glued the bat into his hand. We're good. Ellie thinks it's a toy though, so I'm like, it's not. Baby girl, it's not a toy.
It's not gonna last.
It's not a toy.
It's not gonna last.
So, but it's a solid bobblehead.
It's a nice. So whose bobblehead is it?
I don't remember.
It's Ken Harvey.
Ken Harvey. Yeah. He was there.
Yeah, that was the thing. I knew that once it popped up. Of course I was here with the pancake guys, so couldn't get down there in time to watch the.
It was very cold. Then the sun came out in like the 3rd inning, and it warmed up significantly. We were sitting out in the sun, and then the sun got covered up again, and it got cold. The bats for Nebraska were also cold,
but not for Michigan.
No,
apparently Michigan's bats were in the sun.
Not for Michigan.
They were in the sun.
Max Anderson's bat was warmed up by the sun for one swing. Then the rest of the game, everybody else's bats were cold. There was a lot of atom balls. There was a couple where I think it was 2nd and 3rd, and Core Jackson, I believe, hit a screamer to left, and dude took like 2 steps to the left.
That texter just asked, well, what's wrong with Husker baseball? I don't have the answer to this one.
Things that went their way last year, hits that went their way last year, and difficult or even easy plays on the defensive side are just, the script is flipped this year. They are still barreling up the ball pretty nicely in some games, but it's going right into somebody else's glove. And they're getting some easy plays where they just fumble it.
Well, they will head to Omaha tomorrow for 6:30 first pitch against the Jays. And then they will then take off to Columbus, Ohio for the weekend to face the Buckeyes. They'll come back, face Omaha on the week of the 6th. Or actually, they'll go up and face Omaha, and then they'll come back here for a series against Rutgers, and then a follow-up home and away for Creighton. So I don't know. Talking to the guys, they feel like they're working hard. Like they feel like, it feels familiar. They don't feel alien to what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not going their way. And would I be surprised if they got it right and it turned around? No. And if I would have lost a lot of money if you had asked me after 22 games what the record would be, I'd have lost a lot of money.
I would not have had double-digit losses.
I certainly wouldn't have 13.
What'd you say? 22 games?
Yeah. I mean, you're
not. They played. I think I would have been somewhere in like the 6.
Actually, I would have said, yeah. I actually would have said the opposite. I would say worst case scenario, the 13-9.
Yeah.
And pitching is at the top of the list.
Hey, McCarville settled down after the first inning and a half.
You're not getting from like, so Kyle Perry is injured, but you weren't getting from Kyle what you thought you were getting.
No.
You named him as your number one. This long list of young arms, right, that were brought in. Some are true freshmen, some are brought in from other places. That's not executing at the level that you thought it would be.
No.
And then you're not getting the punch that you thought you were going to get from this lineup. You thought this lineup 1-8 would be better offensively. So they will keep efforting. I mean, we will trust in Bolton, Harville, and company, and hope that they get it right. You have the opportunity. Like, you'll get another opportunity. You can turn this thing around by getting a win in Omaha.
It's a long season.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty of baseball, and the burden of baseball is that it's a long season. If it's going right, it's amazing. If it's not going right,
it's a long season.
It's a long season. So, but that's okay. We have faith in it. All right, we'll throw it to a break here. Come back and we'll talk a little bit about our brackets. We'll talk a little bit. We're not talking Will and Jada and that sort of stuff not in this hour. We'll go to wrestling. That their slapping is allowed.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Partly cloudy skies and seasonable conditions will top out near 55. Southeast winds gusting over 20 at times. Increasing cloud cover tonight with a low of 38. By late tomorrow afternoon, we'll warm up to 77, but see a chance of late afternoon showers and thunderstorms moving into the region. I'm meteorologist Tim Wright for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Have you ever wanted to build a catapult? Have you ever wanted to launch something other than water balloons with a water balloon launcher? Do you want to be a national champion? Then you need to get a team and sign up for the National Avocado Launching Championship, May 21st in North Platte. That's right, the National Avocado Launching Championship is taking place right here in Nebraska. Launch avocados for fame and glory. Sign up at avocadolaunching.com. That is avocadolaunching.com. And remember, the top prize is $5,000.
Southeast Community College has learning centers in Falls City, Hebron, Nebraska City, Plattsmouth, Wahoo, and York, so that you can take credit and non-credit classes at a center nearby without having to travel an hour or more to campus. By taking online classes and those at a learning center, you can earn your degree from SEC where and when it's convenient for you, all at a cost that won't stand in the way of your education. Learn more about SCC's learning centers at southeast.edu/learning centers. SCC, your path to possible.
Every time the back door closes, it squeaks and reminds me of how I used to go out back for a cigarette 2-3 times a day when I was stressed, when I was hungry, when I was bored. But then I think of how the stale taste lingered in my mouth, and I reach into my purse and pop a stick of gum. And the craving is gone.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
An Empire Fence is an investment in your home. This year, use your tax return to make that investment. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and security while improving the appearance of your home. Visit empire-fence.com to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home. With your tax return on the way, schedule your project now. Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Do you know the signs of an opioid overdose? Talk to your physician and pharmacist about naloxone, a drug used to safely reverse an opioid overdose. I'm Dr. Rob Rhodes, a Nebraska family practice physician. Be Opie ready and download a free overdose support tool, the Opie Rescue app. Search Opie Ready for more information.
Paid for by the CDC. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services and aired in cooperation with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Need to send a message? Send it with cake. Congratulations? Here's a congratulations chocolate rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. Thank you? Say thank you with an amaretto cake. I'm sorry that I accidentally hit your mailbox with my car as I was backing out of the driveway and then continued right into your prized petunias. You say that with a lemon drop cake. Everybody knows that. Beatrice Bakery in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Here to help you say whatever it is you need to say. Welcome to our world of yum.
Can you believe all the empty car lots in Lincoln? How can they survive? Well, they are surviving by charging way too much and making you believe there are no cars available. Hey, this is Carl from Price Right Auto. I'm here to tell you that they are full of bull stuffing. Come out to Price Right in Westo and you'll find over 100 great vehicles at some great prices. We won't let you get 11 since we back every one of our vehicles with our Peace of Mind 3-month warranty. If you want a hassle-free car buying experience, check out our website, pricerightauto.com. Come see a great selection of affordable used cars on Westo Street at Price Right Auto.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, presented by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gonna have some fun now. We're not gonna disclose the full bracket, but we'll talk about it. There are some folks who I could not and did not put into specific pairings in the tag team. So I named the brackets after them just to kind of have some fun with it. And the singles bracket is coming. The all-time singles bracket is coming. It requires so much more work. But everybody, the 64 teams in the tag team bracket are all world champions at some level, or regional champions of some level. They're all people that held belts. So, but there's a Nick Bockwinkel bracket. There's a Billy Graham bracket. There's a Gorgeous George bracket, and there's a Bob Backlund bracket, which tickled me to no end that I would put a Bob. I was gonna name it the Bobo Brazil bracket, but I didn't. I could have. Yeah, and then so the hard part is that your 16 seeds and your 15 seeds are all really good. So then it becomes okay. Then you're just shouting out preferences. The 3 seeds are crazy good. The 5 seeds are good. Like, so Rico, did anything you saw really surprise you? That I had somebody too high or too low?
No surprises, just anger.
Because I didn't put Goldust and Booker T together, I couldn't. I had to put Booker T with Harlem Heat.
No, that wasn't it.
What angered you?
The Hardy Boys is a 3 seed.
But if I said
no, nothing you say is going to make it any
okay.
better.
So if I said that Terry and Dory Funk Jr. were also 3 seeds,
Don't care. Give me my Hardys.
Right? If I said that the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, were 3 seeds,
don't care.
You know that the Wild Samoans would have just annihilated the Hardy Boys.
I know,
right?
But I don't care.
Right? Like you understand it.
Those are my boys.
What if I said to you?
Those are my children, and how dare you blaspheme their names?
What if I said to you that the Hart Foundation were 4 seeds?
That is also disgusting. And Kane and Undertaker being 4 seeds.
Right? Like
you disgust me.
Wow, but I had to do that with NWO. Right? Like you could put NWO, one of the great factions of all time, right? The bigger issue is that Evolution was so low.
They're pretty low, aren't they? What are they at again?
Yeah, I had to put Evolution in a different place. Only because that's how I got Batista in.
That's how you had to get him in there.
Like, you had to get Batista in, right?
Well, yeah. Again, necessary.
Right? So the things you had to do, think about it this way, that Hulk Hogan and Macho are 9 seeds.
That is.
They're 9 seeds.
They are one of the most entertaining.
But their longevity.
Yeah, you're right.
Their longevity mattered. Right? Because longevity matters in this sport. You got to be able to, look, the Nasty Boys are a 14 seed.
I don't know, man. I don't know how you did it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like, so if we said it that so Stan Hansen and Bruiser Brody were 2 of the most physically obnoxious human beings on the planet, right? Like, they beat people up at a high velocity, but they're a 14 seed. Demolition had a run where it was as good as anybody in the business. They're 13 seed.
I got nothing for you.
Right? Like, I felt bad. I felt bad.
Again, this is yours. You did this.
So the very first WrestleMania, this is WrestleMania week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll rant probably Friday about this year's WrestleMania because they could have done some really cool things, and they just failed. They just failed.
Did you expect them to actually do anything?
I expected them to do better than they did.
Well, that was your first mistake.
Well, I should know better, but I don't. But in the very first one, you gotta remember that it was Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff versus Mr. T and Hulk Hogan. And I had to leave Mr. T off because I was going to put Hogan with Mr. T, but I had to put him with Macho because I like Macho's tag team with him more than I did Mr. And they went longer and fought in. But one of the most meaningful matches in wrestling history was MTV carrying Hogan and Mr. T versus Orndorff and Piper live. Like, that hadn't been done. Like, to go outside of that and stretch it out. So, yeah. And then I got immediately, like, I sent it to my buddy, Mark Canterbury, who, of course, was Henry Godwinn. And he yelled at me as well.
Of course.
He yelled at me because I have him as a 12 seed. And then he then proceeded to say, don't go messing with a country boy, DP. And I was sad.
And you're like, oh, my bad.
I was sad. I was really sad. I was sad.
I'm trying to figure out ways to shorten these things down.
The Bushwhackers are...
If I put an emoji sock, will people know what I'm talking about?
No.
Rock and sock.
The rock and sock.
If I put an emoji rock?
No, they will not.
I gotta shorten this down somehow. I'm 19 characters over.
You can do that.
But I don't want to I have the picture of it.
Well, some of the names you can shorten. Okay, so I was asked about the Bushwhackers. Don't be upset, folks. Don't be upset. The Bushwhackers are not only a 16 seed, but because they're a 16 seed, they're match up against number 1 seed. So I thought of it this way, that the 16 seeds should be fun.
Yeah.
Like, I thought all of the 16 seeds should be fun. So if I told you that Too Cool, Grandmaster Sexay, and I thought they Butch and Luke coming to the ring is fun. Like, if you're going to start a tournament, right, with the 1s versus 16s, the 16s should come out and get a pop, right?
Yeah, they should
They should get a
something.
pop, right? You should be having a good time.
Yeah.
Fans are going to be like, I don't care if they get beat up. This is going to be fun. So Butch and Luke going to the ring would be fun. Too cool. Scotty Too Hotty and Grandmaster Sexay. Sexay. Right? Miz and Morrison. Like Morrison, Miz comes out.
They're gonna get their tails handed.
They're gonna get beat up. Oh, they're really gonna get beat up. Like I'm gonna get an email from Miz. Like, dude, why would you put me in with who you put me in?
Sorry about it. If I put BJ Mulligan, will people know that I'm saying Blackjack Mulligan?
No, just put Blackjacks.
Blackjacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blackjacks.
That might actually help me. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Blackjacks. Perfect.
There you go. Right, like I got it. The New Age Outlaws did in fact make it. They did. Let's see. Where did we put the New Age Outlaws?
New Age? I think I just saw them. Did they make it?
They did.
You have New Day.
I thought I put the New Age Outlaws in
No.
as a hold on. Hold your horses, sir.
Give it a second.
Oh, you know what I did? I included them yeah, I am. Generation X. Let's see here.
Because we redid that one. Degeneration X is now facing Blade Runners.
Mm-hmm. You know what? The New Age Outlaws should have been where Hanson and Brody were. That's why it didn't make sense.
Where are they at? Which bracket are they in?
Hanson and Brody. I'm looking at it, trying to find.
Oh, I found them.
There you go.
Backlund
yeah,
bracket.
there you go.
Oh, I got to do the first one over again.
There you go. No, that's okay. We'll create something in the second round where they rush the ring and knock out who they're supposed to knock out, and then they get to advance. Yeah, New Age Outlaw.
We'll figure it out.
What
You let me know what kind of weirdness
Will
throw
and
in there.
Jada are going to be.
If there's an upset, we'll see who is the upset and what they maybe the New Age Outlaws run in and take over the upset.
Well, I also kind of included them in Degeneration X.
Did you?
Because X-Pac and Road Dogg were both a part of the original group. I thought about including China, and I didn't do that as well. But we went up and down. Like there's going to be people like there's going to be a snub list. You know, DP, you snub so and so. I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at myself because I had to put the Soul Patrol as a 5 seed, and that's my favorite tag team of all time. Of all time, Evolution's a 6.
Again, you did.
Doom is a 15. So if it gives you any idea how deep it runs, and because you've got to have the Nation of Domination and Doom, right? That you get different pieces from each one. And then I had to put Big Show in, and I had to find his best partner, which was Jericho.
That was fun.
Right?
I had to think about that for a second.
Right.
I do remember that.
Right? Like that was pretty cool. And then I'm just letting you know the Sweet 16. The Sweet 16s, you guys
wild.
Right?
Depending on what everybody votes, because again, I'm putting these up.
It depends on the votes, right? It depends on the votes, right?
At Radio Rico AC. I'm working on the second one right now. I'm gonna tweet them all out at like the same time. So just hold your horses. Each poll will have a 12-hour shelf life. You vote on that first, first
You should
round.
probably do it longer than 12
No, I'm doing 12 hours. So then, depending on when I get this done, I can work on it tonight. But I don't think I will because I think I'm going to get this done at like noon.
Right. As
So
soon
it'd
as
be
you
midnight.
as soon as you get done, then the single is coming next week.
Yeah. So I'm going to get this done.
So-
we're going to work on 12 hours and then I'll redo it again tomorrow. That second round will go 12 hours, so on. So
And for some of them, I just want to plant the seed so folks will understand. Some of these had different versions of them. And depending on the matchups, right? The ones who advance we may change the members. So if, let's say that somebody's in a group and they get in another group, they get eliminated. Well, what happens if you eliminate Billy Gunn, and Billy Gunn is going to run to the ring with D-Generation X?
Well, of course.
Right?
You'd have it no other
If
way.
you eliminate Luger, then he's going to show up with the Four Horsemen.
Oh, then you're really in trouble.
Right? You eliminate the Steiners, then there's varsity. There's tons of different offshoots that could happen in the second round.
You are just looking to make trouble for me. That is literally all you're doing. Because I'm going to have to let people know so-and-so lost, so so-and-so is joining so-and-so.
Most wrestling fans are going to know.
They might know.
Like I added, just
Depending on
imagine this. Some of these were just because I wanted the matchups,
Mhm.
but Bruiser and Crusher, right?
Mhm.
Straight Midwest. But they could end up facing the Valiant Brothers or Bruce Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Right? Some of these matchups have happened before. So it'd be nice to put them together. I mean, I did struggle because Edge and Christian are 5 seeds. And I had to make a decision on Billy Gunn.
Did you make the right decision?
I think I did.
If you have to question it,
I think I did.
Did you make the right decision?
I also put in like Ivan Putski and Tito Santana because of the pure joy that they
necessary.
Well, here's at the top of the list, and wrestling fans, real wrestling fans will understand this. My greatest issue is that one of the greatest tag team performers ever won't be included in this list. Tony Garea, who won the world title with like 7 different people. But because he was just good with everybody, I couldn't put him with anybody. Like he was just good with a bunch of randos. Like
Sorry, you're just good. So I can't do it.
he was good with like Dean Ho.
Who?
Right, he was good with like basic dudes who then would later on become jobbers. Like, but he still won titles with them because they liked him so much. So
cheese and rice.
Yeah, and then
this one's gonna be worse.
The Hollywood Blondes. I'm still. I just think they will make a second round appearance.
What?
Well, because I need to get Stone Cold.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Right?
The gorgeous George region.
Right? Craziness. Yeah, Rico's. See, the smile on your face was there.
What?
As you just pictured that.
I do. I love Stone Cold Steve Austin so much.
Yeah.
I love him so much.
So
that's my guy.
Well, the fact that he's wrestling in WrestleMania this week is maybe the one thing they got right.
That's my guy.
Like they got this right. And then I need to match up and ask the question: is Reigns versus Lesnar the best WrestleMania feature ever?
No.
What's the best ever?
They should have given me one more.
They
should have given me one more Stone Cold in The Rock so I can see The Rock
is
flop around like a fish after he gets stuck.
Is it Hogan Austin? Is it Hogan Ultimate Warrior? Is it Hogan Macho? Is it Macho Steamboat? Is it like there's so many?
It's a lot of go-tos there.
Now, what if I ranked all of the features?
I'm gonna ask you to do that bracket on your own.
Does this keep you busy?
Still working on this, sir. Stop thinking of brackets when we haven't even finished one.
Oh, we'll throw it a break. We'll throw it a break. Let Rico exhale because he's sitting here. He's trying to figure out DP.
I'm working on it while trying to talk to you.
These wrestling brackets. Go get it done. We'll close out one-on-one when we come back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit OakStreetCarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
Oak Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
You in the driver's seat with a simplified buying process, at-home test drives, hassle-free delivery, and service pickup and return. Check out all our new vehicle specials now during the Jeep Celebration event at Baxter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Find great deals now on new Rams, Jeeps, and more during Ram Truck Month and the Jeep Celebration event at Baxter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Shop our entire inventory of new and certified pre-owned vehicles anytime. At Baxter, we put you in the driver's seat.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC. And things have obviously been pretty challenging lately with new vehicles, with all the microchip and supply chain issues. But things continue to loosen up as Coppell gets more and more new vehicles in each and every week. We've had many customers also custom order their vehicles. So if you don't see what you want in our current inventory, we can put an order in to get exactly what you want. So go online, reserve your new vehicle at CoppellCars.com. You'll be glad you did.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. Springtime is here, and that means you're outside more in nice weather and maybe even having garage parties with neighbors. The drink of this spring and summer isn't your typical seltzer. It's drinkable Delta 8. Yep, Trek CBD has drinkable Delta 8 seltzers with mango and lime flavors for 4-packs and 12-packs, coming in a variety of mango, watermelon, lime, and berry. They also have hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups to put in your beverages, and as always, the excellent Delta 8 gummies. Trek CBD, CBD done right.
Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff at brokersinsurancene.com.
Southeast Community College is training tomorrow's workforce today with our nearly 60 career and technical programs. We are doing our part to help employers fill vacancies during this current labor shortage, graduating students with skill sets employers are seeking. We're also helping to upskill the workforce by adding short-term credentials like certificates in many programs so that employees can get retraining quickly. Learn more about upskilling with SCC at southeast.edu/academics. SCC, your path to possible.
Did you know that the U.S. has added over 1,100 new breweries in the last 18 months? Learn more by shopping at Myers Cork and Bottle, 13th and South, and by tuning into Thirsty Thursdays with Kevin Myers, because sports are better with a drink in your hand and a friend at your side. Need to send a message? Send it with cake. Congratulations? Here's a congratulations chocolate rum cake from Beatrice Bakery. Thank you? Say thank you with an amaretto cake. I'm sorry that I accidentally hit your mailbox with my car as I was backing out of the driveway and then continued right into your prized petunias? You say that with a lemon drop cake. Everybody knows that. Beatrice Bakery in downtown Beatrice or online at beatricebakery.com. Here to help you say whatever it is you need to say. Welcome to our world of yum.
You're listening to One on One with DP, presented by Beatrice Bakery on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Final segment of one-on-one. We'll hand it over to the captain. Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my brain around this. I decided, for whatever reason, to go meatless this weekend just to see what the deal was. And so
seems like a terrible idea.
Well, so Thursday through this morning, and I still remain that way, but I thought it would help my body reboot, recharge, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not true. I had the 3 worst nights of sleep I've ever had because just literally vegetables, fruit. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah. Weird.
Do you have any carbs?
Brown rice is what I had. I did have some potato. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. So I'm like, it's good to know. It's good to know that I can.
Death sentence.
It's good to know that I can do it.
It's good to know that you won't be doing it again.
Oh, you are right. Like today, I'm gonna go buck wild. Like but
remember, we're in the chicken district.
Yeah, like I've got a couple of meetings, and the first one's like a lunch meeting, and going through it, right? Like even at Tanner's, I had tater tots, and then I had
delicious.
Yeah, like I had just potatoes, and veggies. I had a salad to go with it, and then I'm like, okay, but I didn't know what it was.
What do you mean?
Like I didn't know what to expect. Like
from your body?
Yeah,
or...
like I didn't know what the reaction would be. And I thought, but then you think of the natural sugar from fruit.
Yeah.
But you think that that's not good or bad for you. Like
it's just kind of there.
It's just right? Like is it bad for you? Is it?
No, I think it's good. I think it's good for you. Like you don't use, the fake sugar in things if you have fruit because you have the natural sugars from it. At least that's what they say.
Well, I was trying, like I said,
you have to be careful. Like if you're, you watch a couple of baking shows in my free time. No big deal. It's not like I bake, unlike Mark. But they say, you have to be careful that you don't put too much sugar sometimes, and if you're trying to sugar something with natural fruit.
Well, there's no.
I think. I don't know.
But I'm just having like a bowl of fruit. I'm having like a banana. I'm having an orange. I'm having, a couple of different versions of melon in a bowl. Not really adding. I'm not adding anything to it. Like I'm not pouring yogurt on it, or I'm not doing any of that stuff.
So
I'm
it's just straight up fruit.
It's just fruit, and like you go into a store and have them cut, like take a watermelon and cut it up for you in front of you. Right? Cantaloupe.
Not a big
strawberry.
Cantaloupe.
Strawberry.
Oh, strawberry's delicious.
Right? Just have them cut them up for you and put them in a container, and that's what I was eating all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, okay, I'm going to feel really good. But so here's the thing: I slept solid, but I just didn't sleep long.
Okay.
Like
so you had good sleep, but it wasn't.
It wasn't the 8 hours. It was 5, and then boom, it was like, oh, we're done. We're cool. And then another thing happened. So, Rico, when you brush your teeth,
yes, sir.
Do you rinse? Do you use fluoride? Do you use?
I don't think there's just fluoride in the toothpaste, correct?
But you don't use fluoride mouthwash. You don't do that.
No,
It's okay if you don't.
I do the
okay.
Floss pick thingies. So just like the single serving, single things.
Right.
So you just do that, and it has a little stick on the end.
Right.
And, pick the stuff out.
Right.
No, I don't do the mouthwash.
Okay. So here's what I didn't know. My dentist is like, well, no, you're not supposed to rinse after you brush your teeth or mouthwash.
I heard that.
Like you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to, because the fluoride's supposed to stay on your teeth.
Because then it takes it all off if you rinse your mouth out.
I mean,
did you do it?
Well, I've adjusted, right? And
it feels weird. I did it for like a month, and I was like, I'm gonna rinse my mouth.
But it's supposed to be good for you.
Yeah, I know, because it stays on your teeth, and then it's supposed to whatever. Like you're not supposed to eat or drink anything right away, and you kind of leave it. It does its thing. And I was like, yeah, I did that for like a month, and I was like, it just feels weird, because you just feel like you have, you spit out all the toothpaste, whatever, but then you just have it on your teeth.
It as you said, it feels weird, but my dentist was like, yeah, that's the right way to do that. And I said, well, should I use like the mouthwash first or after? And she goes, it doesn't matter. Like I thought there had to be an order to it. And she goes, no, it doesn't matter as long as you don't rinse it. You can brush first and then rinse, or you can rinse and then brush. Either way is fine as long as you don't do the mouth full of water to rinse it off.
Yeah.
Sort of stuff.
All right.
I had no idea. I thought I was pretty smart. Hygienically, I thought I was pretty smart. And I found out I'm an idiot. I was like, really? I've been doing this all wrong.
Aren't we all, though?
So things to know. So at least we know now. So there's
Shout out dentists.
Yeah, well, thank you. But I appreciate my dentist for letting me know. Hey, DP, you're doing harm to your teeth.
Hey, guess what? You could have better teeth if you did this.
Oh yeah. And part 2 of my Hell Week is Thursday.
Oh yeah, you're doing getting your mouth
Thursday.
fixed up again.
Thursday. That's the other part. I'm not looking forward to it, by the way.
You don't have to look forward to it. It's just going to happen.
It's going to happen. Buckle up.
You don't
All right.
have to be ready. It's just going to happen.
It's going to happen. Rashawn Jackson, Captain Show. Up next here on the ticket.
Shopping for insurance can be a tedious and frustrating task, but the agents at Brokers Insurance Agency will do the work for you. They have partnered with over 20 of the best insurance carriers in the nation, which allows them to do the shopping all for you. Whether you're looking for business insurance or employee benefits for your company, or you're looking to save money on your home and auto insurance, Brokers Insurance Agency has the agents and solutions to help meet your goals. Call 402-420-5353 or email staff@brokersinsurancene.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels,